It's starting to look a little bit like a fan. You see the spokes of the fan, and you know how fans have those.
Like a pinwheel?
Huh? Like a pinwheel, but I'm going to stick with the fan for a really important reason. You'll see why in just a second. So the 7 habits of highly successful people. The first habit is the habit of being proactive, right? So this is a shift in thinking. It's an intentional shift. You have to, just the way we have to intentionally think, instead of asking questions that are really suggestions and recommendations, asking questions that will further the thinking of the person with the dilemma, we can intentionally shift our thinking from our realm of concern into our realm of influence. And it's like the title of the video you saw, shift happens when you do that. The shift literally happens because you're shifting how you're using your energy, how you're expanding your time, what you're being committed to. Okay? When you start to attract other people and remind your teammates, remind your peers that they're sliding back into their realm of concern and they really need to focus on their realm of influence, shift hits the fan. Thank you. That's why shift doesn't hit the pinwheel. But the notion here is that it really begins to grow. It really begins to spread throughout the whole school culture if you continue to stay focused on your influence and draw other people there. Okay? There's another choice. If you're on the team and you choose to live out here, what do you think is coming? Shit to get off the pot. If you're not willing to use your influence.
Wait, I don't get it. I know there's an innuendo here, but I'm not getting it. Say it again.
Shift to get off.
Oh, shit. Oh. So good. Sorry.
Right, shift hits the fan, or
shift to
get off the pot.
I got you.
Right? Shift rolls downhill.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So what I'm asking there's an element of humor to this, but this is a life-changing notion. Everyone that looks at the world sees it from a different perspective, and we have a choice whether we're going to see it from this place of oppression, this place of lack of power, lack of everything that you want to see happening in the world, or to see it from this place of being the agent of change. And not only as an individual, but with every colleague you have that's committed to making your school, the quality of life in your school and the quality of their experience improve. You have tremendous influence over that, but it will never happen if what you're paying attention to is all of this negative stuff. It's going to be there. And the more attention you give it, the larger it grows. So it takes that, it's a personal decision. It's a habit of mine to say, I'm no longer going to give my energy there. It's not going to, these folks aren't going to change unless I come from in here. But as you're thinking of being a change agent, I don't know that there's a more powerful tool to use than this tool. So as you're looking at any one of these, as you're looking at misinterpretation, or as you're looking at manipulation, which of these assets, this is assets-based problem solving, rather than coming from the deficit model, which of all of my assets do I need to apply to any one of these concerns to grow that influence? So rather than focusing on the problem, we're focusing on the assets that we have to approach the problem, and it makes a tremendous difference. What's the connection to your work?
Well, I think that's pretty much like what YATST is all about. Almost like getting things to happen and change and get people onto the ball and rolling with us and stuff.
It's also that personal connection. I mean, I think it applies more to every individual and what we want every individual who we want to join YATST to try to strive for. I see that as what we should each be trying to strive for.
A model of change for YATST? This would be a representation of a model of change?
And it would keep us going too. So if we did come against those walls, this is just a good way to think about how to break those, those down and kind of move on. Because we do need change, or else the black hole's going to come back. So.
I know personally, I really struggle with trying to keep a positive outlook on things, and your words really spoke to me. And I think that by being by being role models of this change, we can, since what we're proposing is to change the very fabric that a lot of people have gone off of, and they might not see it as needed to change. But if we keep, so it could be very discouraging, and it takes time. So figuring out ways to stay positive throughout everything is, I think, is really key, and trying to not be discouraged, and I think that's an example of trying to do that.
And it's very hard to do, right? The power of alliance, the power of the team, the power of this organization exponentially increases what you can do as an individual. Not arithmetically, but geometrically. It's exponential, the change. Because we're building off of each other's energy, not just our own.
And also getting more people involved, not just building off of each other's energy, but all the energy around that's just waiting to be captured.
And Naomi said it perfectly. You don't even have to invite them. They're going to come because they're going to know something really powerful is happening. So there's good work being done that's making a real difference. I want to be a part of it.